What's going on, everyone? I'm the Intel, and the day has finally come. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is finally playable after a very long wait. It's not actually that long of a wait, I think it was just like, 3 months? But for me, it has felt like years. Having the Dead Rising franchise back after so many years away after Dead Rising 4 feels amazing, and this game is definitely living up to the expectations I had. I'm about, I would say, close to the midway point of the game, and I feel like I can give my kind of first impressions of the game. This isn't like a full review with a score or anything at the end. I've just played, I'm closing in on the midpoint of the game. I'm a Dead Rising veteran, I guess you could call it. I love most of the games of the series. So I'm going to kind of give my first impressions and kind of help you maybe guide your way to a purchase or a wait for sale or not purchase at all if you're really not happy with the game. But let's go. First off, let's talk about the things I did like. First off, the graphics look amazing. I really can't get over how beautiful this game is. Seeing the areas from the first game, but so beautiful, you know what I mean? They're just the areas from the first game. It's the Paradise Plaza, Wonderland Plaza. It's areas they look so gorgeous, just the lighting, it looks amazing. I really can't get over it. The character models all look really good. I was a little mixed on them when they first showed them in the trailer. Like, Frank always looks a little weird. He kind of looks like an ogre. He kind of looked like an ogre in the first game, but he looked even more like an ogre in this remaster. But it's fine, once you get actually in game and you start playing, I didn't really notice it, and I actually wasn't even bothered by it. The map of the game is the exact same as you'd expect from a remaster remake, but it was a really weird sensation walking around. I could tell you the exact layout and where the shops are and where the hidden Easter egg, well, not Easter egg, but the hidden items like the katana, the Uzis and stuff are hidden in these places. But at the same time, when I look at my TV when I'm playing the game, it feels completely alien, but visually completely new. The layouts are the exact same as the original game, if that kind of makes any sense. It feels alien, it looks alien to me, it looks brand new, but it also feels completely familiar and exactly as I expected at the same time, which is a good thing, by the way. Because again, like Paradise Plaza, there's so many like small little additions they've made, like detail-wise, and it looks so cool. There's like little props on around the place, or little there's like little cartons and stuff on the floor and scuff marks from like obviously where people have been running and stuff from the zombies. There's like little like decorations now, and I really like what they've done. But again, the layouts are the exact same. So if you remember the original game, if you remember where the katana is and Uzi is in Paradise Plaza, they're in the exact same spots. You can get them. The story is pretty much the exact same story. I haven't really noticed any differences. The only difference I noticed was one line, and that was at the very start when you come off the helicopter and you go in the security room and you look at the screens and you see a girl getting eaten by zombies. Frank usually stares at the screen and he goes, "What in the world?" What in the world? He doesn't do that anymore. I don't know why. They just removed that. He just stares at the screen now. I always loved the "what in the world" line, but they removed it. 0 out of 10, worst remaster ever. Do not buy. I'm joking, of course, but I don't know why they removed it. It's like, I was actually upset. I really love that line. I don't know what it was. In the original, I always looked at the screen, because you can just walk on by, but I always looked at it because I love that line. Don't know why. The music is pretty much the exact same. It sounds pretty much the exact same as the original. It might have been like re-recorded or something, but it sounds the exact same to me. Combat feels pretty much unchanged. It feels a little faster. I'm not sure if that's true. Might just be some like placebo effect, but it feels a little faster. Probably is the exact same. The psychopaths mostly are all good. I think they've done definitely some tweaking. They definitely feel a little bit different. The only boss that doesn't feel different is Cleus. Cleus, my least favorite boss from the original. He's still not fun to fight. I still dislike his boss fight. It's still run, grab the sniper rifle, and then sit behind the barricade shooting his head. But since you can move while aiming, it's a little less annoying because you can just kind of move in and out of cover while shooting his head. Adam the Clown is as amazing as ever. His boss is still amazing, but I notice he blows up the big balloons that bounce around the place. He doesn't blow those up as often, I noticed. I don't know if that was just me. Maybe I just got really lucky, or maybe I was just playing so aggressively he didn't have a chance to do it, but he just wasn't doing that with me. So before we go to cons and what I didn't like, we're going to move to mixed, and that is the voice acting, which is mostly good. I would say maybe 8 out of 10 times the voice acting is good. But there is that 2 out of 10 time where it's kind of just meh. Like, there's Brad at the opening when he says, "Run, get to the security room." He sounds like so unenthusiastic about this, or so like he doesn't seem like he cares. And to be fair, Brad is not actually a problem. Actually, I'd say the first start of the game I was a little like, oh no, but as you get into the game, he's actually a lot better. I think some of the later lines with Brad are a lot better. I think maybe they should just re-record that first couple of lines, because they're not great. But the further you get into the game, the better Brad gets. So I guess the actor maybe got a bit more warmed up into the role. I don't know what happened there. I think they could maybe re-record those lines, because they're a little rough. Some of the characters that never had voices before, because obviously every character's voice now, they're good. Mostly all good. I like all of them. It's just some lines are like, some of the actors can sound a little, I don't know, off. I think it's just because the nostalgia. You know, I played Dead Rising 1 how many times? Over and over and over. I think it's just kind of nostalgia still kind of in the back of my head, kind of being like, this doesn't sound right. But mostly good, but there's some cases where I'm a little not crazy about it. But let's talk about the negatives, which I actually only really have two major negatives. The first is leveling, which is not great. So leveling up in the original Dead Rising, by the time you get to Paradise Plaza, you're maybe level 2, maybe level 3 at a push, if you're being like really grinding those foes. But the reality is you'll probably be level 2, level 3. The Deluxe Remaster, I hit Paradise Plaza at level 7. I already had Jump Kick unlocked. And you get the dodge roll like really early. I think it is level 7 you get the dodge roll now. It's like really early you get the dodge roll, which I'm not against, but like I Jump Kick and rolling before I even went to Paradise Plaza. It's too quick. Now, I will say, I think about the middle point, I think like level 15, 20-ish, you start leveling a bit slower, it feels like. It feels like it got a bit slower around then, so I think they maybe made the early levels like really quick, and then the later levels slowed down. I'm not sure, but I didn't like how quick I was leveling. I think by the time I got to case 2, like case 2-1, I think I was like level like 17 or something, level 18, where I think in the original you'd be lucky to be like level 10. It just feels like the game is moving a little too quick on leveling. Like at the end of the original, I feel like most people ended up around like level 30 to 40, whereas I feel like in this remaster, I'm gonna probably end the game like level 50 because I just feel like I'm getting so much levels way too quick. You know, I mean, in the original, I always loved when like, oh, I've only got like 5 slots to like hold items, and I always loved like, oh, I'm so excited for my next level. I'm gonna kill a couple zombies to get some more PP, or I'm gonna take some photos or whatever because I need to get that next level. I need to see if I get another item slot. Where in this game, I just feel like I'm just getting it so quick and so fast. I've never ever really felt the, oh, I need more slots. Obviously, I'd love it, but I've never felt that demand or the drive to really grind out those levels, where I feel like I'm just playing the game normally and I'm leveling so quickly that I don't even care. So I hope in a patch or an update that you can maybe add a toggle or something to make it maybe more like the original leveling, or just overall just slow it down by like maybe like 20%, because it's way too quick. And the last thing is something that I've been pretty annoyed about, and that is survivor bugs. The survivor AI is pretty good. It's fine. It's good. It's exactly what I've wanted from this remaster, which was better survivor AI. But the bugs are kind of annoying. So first off, I had the barricade and Alfresca, the two guys behind the barricade. Obviously, the guy, I think it's Bert, he starts hitting you with his like baseball bat. But he was hitting me, and then it hit midnight, or not midnight, I think at 10 o'clock. The zombies have the red eyes and the cutscene plays, and the cutscene played, and then I came back from the cutscene, and both of them just disappeared. They were gone. So that wasn't great because, you know, I couldn't get the survivors. I could have reloaded the save, but I couldn't be bothered to reload the save. I was too lazy to reload the save, so I guess it's kind of my fault, but it's like, that shouldn't have happened in the first place. So hopefully Capcom will fix that soon, because that's an annoying bug. And then the second time it happened which was with the Japanese tourists. I went to Adam the Clown, I beat him, got Greg, the guy who opens up the shortcut between Wonderland and Paradise. On the way, I found the Japanese tourists. Well, I had the call already, but like, so I went in, I couldn't talk to them. They said their lines like, oh, there's someone here, but I couldn't talk to them. And then they just started walking away. They just walked into like the middle of Wonderland Plaza. I was trying to talk to them, but Greg was about to die, so I took Greg, we went to Paradise, then he started following me, so then I went back to Wonderland, and they were still doing the same thing. They were just in the middle of the Wonderland Plaza, and they just died. Yeah, it was very annoying, because for example, if you're trying to save all the survivors, because it's an achievement, and you also get a cool reward for doing it, which is infinite weapon durability, which is really cool. The problem is that's going to ruin that achievement for you, so, you know, I'm a little annoyed about it. I will say though, I was playing on the 18th of September, the day before launch. The game releases on the 19th, and I was playing on the 18th, because that's when I was able to play the game. So maybe there'll be a day 1 patch on the 19th that fixes these bugs, or hopefully it'll be fixed soon after launch, because it's really annoying. You know, I mean, the one thing that should not be bugging out in this game is survivors just not being able to join your crew, because they just won't join the crew. I was spamming Y to like talk to them, and nothing was happening, and they're just walking away. Like the Japanese tourists just walked away. I don't think they're meant to leave the bookstore until you start talking to them. But yeah, that's kind of everything I have to say about Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Kind of went on a little longer than I wanted there. I really like the game. It's everything I've dreamed of, man. It's Dead Rising 1 remade, basically. It's everything I've dreamed of, and if you're slightly a fan of, if you've played the original once and you really enjoyed it, I think you'll absolutely love this game. But if you're like me and you've played the original time and time again, I think you're going to absolutely love this remaster, because I really am. I'm having an absolute blast. So don't get me wrong, the leveling's too fast, and the survivors bug out sometimes, and it can kind of ruin, you know what I mean, it can kind of ruin it. You've spent all this time getting over to these survivors and they bug out. It's really annoying. Again, you can just reload your save because there's auto saves now, so you can just reload it, but I'm too lazy to do that. So I'm just gonna sit and blame the game. Well, it shouldn't happen to begin with. Regardless, I'm having a blast. I'm playing it on Series X. It runs at 4K 60, I think. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It looks good and it runs well. I don't have anything else to say on the performance part, but honestly, I've absolutely loved this game. I really do recommend it. If you're a Dead Rising veteran, I think you're gonna absolutely love it. And if you're a first timer, try and go in blind. You know what I mean? I really recommend if you're a first timer, just try and go in with as little knowledge as possible and just explore and enjoy the game. Just kind of like what we all did back in the day of the original. Just try and figure out everything for yourself and have fun, man. Try find like the hidden katana in Paradise Plaza. You know what I mean? It's just fun stuff like that I hope newcomers really get to come to this series and have a blast. So I recommend the game if you're a veteran and a newcomer. But I will say, if you're someone who is annoyed by bugs, I would say maybe give it a month for them to fix it up. Give it a couple weeks, maybe a month at most, because that bugs are very annoying. It's not game breaking, but it's very annoying. If you're a Dead Rising veteran, I think it's almost a must buy. If you're a veteran and you love the first game and you want to experience that first game again, but with new features, new mechanics, better graphics, I think it's almost a must play for you, because it's so damn fun. I have had the biggest smile on my face for like 5 hours today from what I've played, and I think it's a must buy if you're a veteran. Anyway, I have gone on long enough. I hope this video has been able to help you in some way form an opinion about whether to pick up the game or not, but I've been the Intel, and I hope you have a lovely day.